You ever just sit back and think how perfect life really is? I mean, look for a moment, look around you. Actually, just look at the video you're watching right here. Everything you see in your life, technically in your life, but everything that you see here, those lights, that heater in the background, that bed, that blanket, that phone sitting there, this microphone, that camera that's recording this, all of it. And I mean every single one of those items, every single item in your household probably has a purpose, and it all works. I'm not saying there's things that don't work, but we are one lucky species to be the one who has everything basically given to us working already. We just need to discover it and actually build it ourselves if it's required. Some things don't even need to be rebuilt to work. Some things just work, like you can get a stick and then put a rock in the middle, so then the stick is like this. You can push down on one side and bam, you have a lever or a ramp. Like, of course, in the primitive ages, that took a lot to discover. But I don't know. I feel bad. Everything works. Like, we're here in this modern, technologically advanced civilization that we're in. Like, where a 15-year-old can make a video that looks like this, sounds like this. I know I'm not the best, and I know there's a lot that are better, but this isn't bad, I think. And the thing is, I'm not so much money hungry. I'm not materialistic item hungry. I'm more curious on why. Why were we given this life that we get? Alright. Why are we given this life that we were given? What's the big point? Is the big point to see which generation can make the most advancements? Or is the point to ignore all the advancements that we've got? We've made computers, we've made smartphones, we've made video games. It's all bad for us. So is the point to ignore all the stuff that we have created ourselves and move on? Or is the point to build off of that and develop more and get more intelligent as we go? Is every generation just working for the next? Or are they working for themselves? I'm personally am working for the next. I don't like working for myself, but it's a weird question to ask why. But it's a question I've been wondering for a long time. Why were we, as a human race, given this life that we're living now? And you know what we're living now. And I know what we're living isn't ideal with the whole coronavirus thing, the whole rioting thing. But that goes back on my point that the only thing that makes things not work is the human mind. No mind thinks alike. The wrong minds at the wrong time will make things break. The right minds at the right time, it has to be the right minds at the right time for things to work. If it's the right mind at the wrong time, it's not going to work. If it's the wrong mind at the right time, it's not going to work. I'm not saying someone with the wrong mind can never work something out. That's something they can work for and earn the ability to do so themselves. Or someone with bad timing, they can work on their timing. And not a lot of it is in our control. Some of it is beyond the capabilities of our control and even our understanding. But so is the question I asked earlier. Why? I'm not depressed. I don't feel empty. I don't want to end it or anything. But I'm really impressed. It's a weird thing to say. I am extremely impressed that our society can make something like this. I mean, even on my desktop, I can pull it up right here. Look at that. You cannot tell me that that is not impressive. If it's not impressive to you, then oh well, so be it. But it is really impressive to me. Look at it. Everything works. All the lights, they all have a purpose. All the cars, all the parts inside of the cars, all the parts inside of the parts of the cars. They all work in such harmony. And we made them that way. We made them so that they work in harmony like that. The thing is, with people, we don't work in harmony like that. We probably never will. It's a sad thing to admit that we can develop such complex machinery, such complex technology, and it doesn't have to be technology. It can literally just be a firearm, even though that is technology. I don't know, but us as people will never work together, just like the parts in a car. Or the parts in a computer. Because all the parts in that computer sitting right over there, they all have their purpose. And I know that. I made this part list, I designed the part list, and it works. But us as people will not work the same way as a power supply does to a motherboard. One won't support the other without the other one supporting it back. The power supply does not take any advantage to giving power to the motherboard at all. It doesn't get any advantages. People aren't that way. People are, I need something back, either something equal or better, before I can help them. I need to know that I'm getting something. We don't get along as well as the parts in a PC do. Like the graphics card will output onto a monitor, and the monitor gets the benefit of getting the input of the output on the graphics card. It gets the display, it gets whatever refresh rate the graphics card's comfortable with and what the monitor can produce. It gets all this stuff from the one part. What does the GPU get from the monitor? It doesn't get anything. Well, the human, and I know there's some out there. I know there's some. Just don't come at me at that. But do people go out of their way to produce something for another person without getting anything back? I guess that wasn't really my point of this video, but it was something that I kind of drifted off on and started to wonder more as I talked about it. The thing I'm really wondering is why does everything work so perfectly? And if everything works so perfectly, why do humans have to fuck it up? We always seem to mess it up. Wars, they don't need to be a thing. Why are they? Because someone doesn't get their way. Someone doesn't agree on someone else. It could be important. It could be pointless. In my mind, just let it go. Let people be people and follow the law. And every country is going to have a different law. Just because some other country has a different law than your country does not mean you have to go at them for it. It's what they believe in. If it's working for them, let it. Don't go to their country then. And you don't gotta. I guess that was my reasoning on why are we given all this stuff just to mess it up. Why do we invent such cool, advanced things so half the people in the world can understand how it works? Or we can just mess it up by trying to advance it more. That's kind of what I was getting at. But, yeah. It was nice trying to talk again, and hope to see you guys soon.